Hi, everyone. Welcome back to English Unlocked, the podcast that makes learning English easy and fun. I'm Emma.
And I'm Jake. Today, we're diving into an exciting and useful topic: English in business, communicating at work.
Whether you work in an office, a store, or even from home, good communication is the key to success. And guess what? We're here to help you master the language you need.
Absolutely. We'll cover common phrases, useful vocabulary, and how to sound professional in different work situations. Are you ready?
Let's get started.
First things first, when you meet someone at work, how do you greet them?
It depends on the situation. If it's a formal setting, you might say, "Good morning, Mr. Smith. How are you today?" "Hello, Ms. Johnson. It's nice to meet you." In formal environments, it's common to use titles like Mr. and Ms. or Doctor, followed by the person's last name, especially when you meet someone for the first time. It shows respect and professionalism.
And if it's more casual, you could say, "Hi, Peter. How's it going?" "Hey, Lisa. How was your weekend?"
Exactly. In casual settings, using first names is usually fine. If you know the person well, you can also ask about their day or weekend to make the conversation warmer. But when in doubt, start formally and follow their lead.
That's a smart approach. In business, it's also polite to introduce yourself clearly. For example, "Hello, I'm Emma, and I work in the marketing department." "Hi, I'm Jake. I handle customer support."
When introducing yourself, it helps to mention your name and your role. This gives the other person context and makes future conversations easier.
And if you're meeting someone for the first time, you can add a polite follow-up question. For instance, "Nice to meet you. What department are you in?" "Great to meet you. How long have you been with the company?"
Right. Simple follow-up questions show interest and help keep the conversation going. They also make you seem approachable and easy to talk to.
Here are some other useful phrases when meeting colleagues. "I don't think we've met before. I'm Jake." "It's great to finally meet you. I've heard a lot about your work." "Welcome to the team. I'm Emma. Let me know if you need anything."
And if you want to be especially polite, you can say, "It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm looking forward to working with you."
Clear and simple introductions create a positive impression. Whether you're meeting a new colleague, a manager, or a client, the way you greet and introduce yourself sets the tone for future interactions.
Absolutely. Being polite and clear not only helps you build good relationships, but also makes the workplace more comfortable and friendly for everyone. Emails are a big part of business communication. Whether you're contacting a colleague, a manager, or a client, knowing how to write a professional email is essential. Let's talk about the key elements of a professional email and how to structure it effectively.
Great idea. A well-written email creates a good impression. So, the first thing to do is always start with a polite greeting. Here are some examples. "Dear Mr. Davis," for formal emails. "Hi, Sarah," for a more casual tone. A formal greeting is best for professional situations, like writing to a boss, client, or someone you don't know well. A casual greeting works when you already have a friendly relationship with the person.
That's right. And once you've written your message, it's important to end with a professional closing phrase. Here are a few common ones. Best regards, sincerely, kind regards. These closings are polite and leave a positive impression. Choose one that matches the tone of your email.
Another important point: keep your message clear and to the point. Nobody likes to read a long, confusing email. Here's a simple structure to follow when writing a professional email. 1. Greeting. 2. Purpose of the email. Why are you writing? 3. Any important details, be clear and concise. 4. A polite closing. By following this structure, your email will be easy to read and understand.
Let's put it all together with a sample email. Here is an example of a clear and professional email. "Dear Mr. Davis, I hope this message finds you well. I am writing to confirm our meeting on Friday at 2 p.m. Please let me know if this time works for you. Best regards, Emma."
That email is a perfect example. It starts with a polite greeting, explains the purpose clearly, provides important details, and ends with a professional closing. It's simple, clear, and professional.
Exactly. Also, before you send your email, always check for spelling mistakes and make sure your message is polite and professional. A quick review can prevent misunderstandings and show that you pay attention to detail.
Good point. Writing professional emails is a skill that takes practice. But by following these guidelines, you can create clear, effective messages that leave a positive impression.
So, next time you write an email, remember, keep it clear, be polite, and follow the right structure. You'll become a professional email expert in no time. Next, let's talk about how to make polite requests and give instructions.
When you need something, it's always good to be polite. Being polite not only shows respect, but also makes people more willing to help you. Here are some useful phrases you can use when making a request. Could you please send me the report? Would you mind checking the schedule? Can you help me with this task? Would it be possible to reschedule the meeting? Could I ask you to review these documents? Using phrases like, could you, would you mind, or would it be possible, makes your request sound more courteous and professional.
That's right. And when you're giving instructions, it's important to be clear and direct. People need to understand exactly what you want them to do. Here are some examples of clear instructions. Please complete the report by Friday. Make sure to update the client database. Check the inventory before placing new orders. Send the presentation to the team by 3 p.m. Review the latest project plan and provide feedback. When giving instructions, starting with words like please, make sure to, or just being direct helps avoid confusion.
Absolutely. Also, if you want to make your instructions sound even more polite, you can add phrases like, could you please, or I would appreciate it if you could. For example, could you please email me the updated file? I would appreciate it if you could double-check these figures. This way, you give clear instructions while maintaining a respectful tone.
Another important point is to match your tone to the situation. If you're speaking to a colleague, you might be more casual, but if you're talking to a manager or a client, a polite and professional tone is best. For instance, casual, hey, can you send me the report? Professional, could you please send me the report?
Right. Being polite and clear helps everyone work together smoothly. Whether you're making a request or giving instructions, using the right language makes communication easier and more effective.
Meetings are a common part of business life. They are a place where ideas are shared, decisions are made, and problems are solved. Participating effectively in meetings is an important skill that can help you succeed in any professional environment. Let's talk about how to do that.
If you want to share an idea during a meeting, it's helpful to speak clearly and confidently. You can use phrases like, I'd like to suggest. May I add something? I have an idea I'd like to share. Can I make a point here? These phrases allow you to enter the conversation politely and contribute your thoughts.
Sometimes you might not understand something clearly. In that case, it's okay to ask for clarification. You could say, could you please explain that again? I'm not sure I understand. Could you clarify? What do you mean by that? Could you give an example? Asking for clarification shows that you are paying attention and want to understand the discussion fully.
It's also important to be an active listener. This means focusing on what others are saying without interrupting. When it's your turn to speak, do so clearly and respectfully. This shows that you are professional and engaged. You might also summarize key points to show you are following along. For example, you could say, just to confirm, are we saying? So, if I understand correctly, being clear, polite, and attentive makes a positive impression during meetings.
And don't forget to follow up after the meeting if needed. You can send a quick email to confirm tasks or decisions. This helps ensure everyone is on the same page and reduces confusion later. Phone calls are another important part of business communication. Whether you're speaking with a customer, a colleague, or a manager, knowing how to answer and end calls politely can leave a positive impression. Let's practice answering and ending calls in a professional and friendly way.
Right. When you answer a business call, you could say, good morning. This is Jake from customer support. How may I help you? This greeting is clear, polite, and lets the caller know who you are and that you're ready to assist them.
Yes, exactly. Always begin with a warm greeting. Depending on the time of day, you might say, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. This small detail can make the caller feel welcomed and valued.
It's also helpful to introduce yourself and your department. For example, good afternoon. This is Jake from the sales department. How can I assist you today? This introduction is professional and shows that you are ready to help.
Now, what about ending the call? It's important to leave a positive final impression. You could say, thank you for calling. Have a great day. Or if you've scheduled a follow-up, you might say, thank you for calling. I will follow up with you by email shortly.
That's a good point. If the caller has a question you can't answer immediately, be honest and assure them that you will get back to them. For instance, I will look into that and get back to you as soon as possible.
Yes, and always confirm any important details before ending the call. You might say, just to confirm, you would like me to send the report by tomorrow afternoon. This helps avoid misunderstandings and ensures everyone is on the same page.
It's also a good practice to thank the caller for their time. People appreciate it when you acknowledge their effort. For example, thank you for taking the time to speak with me today.
Exactly. And always maintain a friendly and professional tone throughout the call. Even if the caller is frustrated, staying calm and polite can make the conversation easier.
So, to summarize, 1. Start with a warm greeting and introduce yourself. 2. Listen carefully and respond clearly. 3. Confirm key details if necessary. 4. End the call politely and professionally.
Great summary, Jake. Practicing these steps will make handling phone calls easier and leave a positive impression on every caller. Sometimes things go wrong. How can you handle problems politely at work?
If you need to report a problem, try these phrases. I'm afraid there is an issue with the order. I'd like to report a problem with the system. There seems to be a mistake. Could you please check it? I just wanted to let you know there is a small issue. Could you help me with a problem I've noticed?
And if you make a mistake, it's good to apologize and offer a solution. For example, I apologize for the error. I will fix it immediately. I'm sorry for the delay. I will follow up shortly. I made a mistake, and I'm working on correcting it. I apologize for the confusion. Let me clarify things. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. I will sort it out right away.
That's right. Being polite can make a big difference. If you need help, asking politely works best. You could say, would you mind helping me with this issue? Could you please assist me with this problem? I'd appreciate your help with this situation.
Exactly. And if someone helps you, always thank them. You could say, thank you for your help. I really appreciate it. I'm grateful for your support. Thanks for assisting me with this. It means a lot.
Being calm, clear, and polite makes it easier to solve problems and maintain good relationships at work. Small talk helps build good relationships. It can make the workplace feel more friendly and comfortable. Here are some simple conversation starters you can use. Did you have a good weekend? How's your day going? What do you think about the weather today? Any plans for the holidays? Have you seen any good movies or TV shows lately? These kinds of questions are easy to ask and show that you're interested in your colleagues' lives. It helps to create a positive work environment.
That's right. Keep it light and positive. You don't need to talk about serious or personal topics. Small talk can be about everyday things like hobbies, food, or even weekend plans. For example, I tried a new coffee place nearby. Have you been there? I heard there's a new event in town. Are you planning to go? When you show interest in others, they feel valued. Small talk isn't just about filling silence. It helps to build trust and makes the workplace more pleasant for everyone.
Wow, we covered a lot today. From greetings and emails to meetings and phone calls, you now have the tools to communicate confidently at work.
Practice these phrases and you'll sound professional in no time.
Thanks for joining us on English Unlocked. Don't forget to follow us for more episodes.
See you next time. Take care and bye for now.